don't just make wreaths at Christmas time. I really love to have a wreath, particularly in the autumn as well, for Harvest Festival or for a bonfire party, or, you know, whenever you've got people coming round in the autumn. You can make it as a table centre, or you can hang it on the door if you've got a celebration. And I've already taught you how to make a wire-based Christmas wreath, but this is very similar, but here I'm using an oasis base. And I'm going to use lots of sprigs of this and that are very much kind of October, November things that you'll find in your garden. And at that point, there isn't huge abundance of any one thing, but you can pick a sprig of this and that, and you can get colour from wonderful things like Chinese lanterns. What I've used to make this wreath is an oasis ring on a plastic base, so I can keep it moist and it can sit on the table. In fact, I've put mine onto a tray because I've put individual flame-coloured candles in the middle to pick up on the colours of the wreath. But this is just exactly that. And I've used, for foliage, I've used things that need to be an oasis. They won't dry, and so I need to keep the oasis moist, and I just top it up with a bit of water every couple of days. And the first thing I've used are scented leaf pelargoniums to cover the oasis base. And then whenever anyone brushes past it or whatever, you know, you get this beautiful scent. And I particularly like this one in it, which is called, it smells of cedar, and it's called Quercifolius pelargonium, the oak leaf Quercifolius variety. And it picks up on the colour of the hawthorn. But also, for foliage, I've used this incredible hydrangea, and I couldn't more passionately recommend this hydrangea. It flowers from Chelsea Week in May, and it comes out white initially, and then through August, till August, it turns gradually pink, and then by this stage in the year, in the autumn, it goes green and deep pink, and it's a variety called Hydrangea Madame Emile Mulier, and it is really, really worth growing. I couldn't more passionately recommend it. And then I've got also the seed pods of Hydrangea petilaris, and that's the one that lots of us grow on north-facing walls because it will take really quite severe shade. And so that's my basic structure. Then I've added, to give colour, I've added hawthorn berry, Chinese lantern, Physalis alkengii, and I like using the green, the sort of tangerine, and the deep reddy orange, so you get a real feeling of contrast. And then two brand new things, which a friend of mine in Holland sent me. And this is the most extraordinary ornamental cucumber. It's called the hedgehog gourd, or sometimes called the prickly gourd, or sometimes called the prickly cucumber, whatever. It's got various names, but it's really fantastically ornamental, and I love that as a still life in the middle of the table, just a pile of those. But it lasts really, really well, for months in fact. And then this plant, which I'm also mad keen on, which you can see I've wired into the wreath, and this is strawberry popcorn. It makes delicious popcorn, but it also, again, lasts for many, many months because it dries effectively, and that looks beautiful. So you can add a few more of those in as well. So once you've made your wreath, you want to make it last as long as possible. And really genuinely, if you keep the oasis moist, this will last a month looking good. You may need to just change the scented leaf pelargonium. You may not. If you keep topping it up every 2 to 3 days with a little bit of drizzle of water into the tray, it will really keep going. Replace your candles, maybe have a pillow candle sometimes, or lovely flame-coloured individual candles. Hang it on the door one day if you've got people coming around. Use it as a table centre another day. It has got real longevity, so it's worth the, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, half an hour to make it. And just go for it. Make autumn wreaths as well as Christmas.